Okay, class, this will be our student notes for the week on inclined planes. This week we will be working on inclined planes. So let's take a look here at our student notes page. Not real long this week, so let's just get started. Inclined plane. An inclined plane is a mechanism that, using an angled surface, reduces the effort needed to raise a load. Inclined plane, a mechanism that, using an angled surface, reduces the effort needed to raise a load. So you can see a picture of an inclined plane there at the top of the page, and it is using an angled surface, and this is going to reduce the effort needed to raise the load. Okay, make sure you kind of take note of that word effort this week. The effort needed to raise a load. Okay, so go ahead and get that filled in. All right, and there it says common name. Okay, I'm calling this an inclined plane, but probably the common name that you have heard of for this simple machine is a ramp. You've probably heard a lot of people refer to an inclined plane as a ramp. So that is the common name for this. Get that filled in. All right. There are two ways to calculate the mechanical advantage when using an inclined plane. One way uses lineal measurements, and the other way uses force. Okay? Using force, just like we have used throughout the class, mechanical advantage equals force out divided by force in. Okay, so that's the one way, and measurements is the other way. So let's take a look here. The next thing says formula using lineal measurements. Okay, and that's just using a tape measure to measure. Okay, so let's take a look here. It says mechanical advantage equals slope length, and if you look at our picture up there, you can see what length is. It's the whole long part of the board, from the top where it is at the top of the ramp and the bottom that is sitting on the floor. So that is slope length. Okay, and we're going to divide that by the height, and you can see there the height is from where the bottom is to where the top is. So that is the height. Okay, so that is the way that you find mechanical advantage of an inclined plane using lineal measurements. Okay, what you find with a tape measure. Slope length divided by height. The other way, the formula using force, okay, is our scale reading. So force out, R, weight of the object, divided by force in, F, the effort that you put in to raising a load. Okay? Now, at the bottom here you see where it says review. I do want to review a couple little things with you from the very first week. Okay? Just want to touch back on these things so we're not forgetting. Okay? Work is using a pushing or pulling force to move an object. Okay, now that definition was on our very first note sheet. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to review that with you today because we will be talking a little bit about work when it comes to our homework. So I want you to kind of keep this notes page out so that you can maybe think about work when it comes to homework. Okay, work using a pushing or pulling force to move an object. And the formula for work, the formula to figure out how much work you are doing, you take force times distance. Okay, force times distance is how we figure out work. Okay, and the other word there that I want to get you a definition on your paper is effort. And effort is strenuous physical exertion. Okay? Now, sometimes this effort may be just really hard and tiring, and sometimes this effort may just be a little bit of effort, okay? But it is physical exertion, strenuous physical exertion. It means you have to put some kind of muscle. You have to exert some kind of effort there, okay? So that is the definition of effort, and then we reviewed there the definition of work. The common name of an inclined plane is ramp, and again, the inclined plane is a mechanism that, using an angled surface, reduces the effort needed to raise a load. If you need to have a few more minutes to get this copied in, just press pause and go ahead and get them copied.